So to use this log mod, you'll just load it from like a vehicle and spawn new. And what you'll see is a plate on the ground which will break very easily. You can look at it and it'll break almost. And up at the top of this hill is the logs. Now you can't see it, but these logs are held by these hidden beams, and they're all connected one to the other like so. At the bottom, this trigger has a couple beams connecting the point of the ramp part to the top. Now these break very easily, and there's one connected to the corner here. So normally, let me undo these so you can okay. Now let me switch to the car and bring it over here. Okay, so what'll happen, you go to free camera. No, not that camera, the free camera. What'll happen, you'll drive over this plate and it will break and trigger the logs at the top. They'll come down the hill. Now an alternative to this, let me shift R to reset scene. I included a thruster. What that'll do is, if you are selecting the logs, which you'll know because the little speedometer will disappear from if you got your setup like me. If you hit T on the keyboard, I enabled a thruster on that little thing there, so it'll fly away and trigger it that way. I think we're about to crash. Yeah. I don't know. I doubt it's my I can't say that without laughing. I doubt it's my mod. I don't want to believe it is, but hey, it's still pretty fun to use it. I had a little fun making the video just now that I'm gonna post, but that's how you use this thing. Now what you can do is also, you can do like I did in the other video, you can pull the ground terrain up to the hill and cover the hill with the terrain from the level. Now I textured it with just a generic texture from the Utah map. I just looked at the ground, took a screenshot, and made that the texture. It's not very great, and honestly I forgot to seamless tile it, so it doesn't look great. I may fix that before I post it. So that's how you use the mod. It's pretty easy to set up. If you like, I can load Utah and I can show you where I made a mock-up of the thing so that it'll kind of work with that terrain there. I'm going to show you what I mean by using terrain to hide the ugly hill. Originally, there was no hill included with the mod. It was just, in fact, there wasn't even a model for the trigger on the road. It was hidden. But I figured it would be very difficult to set it up. I didn't want people to have to fool with making the terrain a hill. And I didn't want people to have to hit Control B to see the mod. So like, this is where the screenshot came from of the thing, which I may retake this screenshot and redo that texture because it does look kind of crappy. So let's spawn in the logs. Spawn new Now this will not spawn where you want it to on this level. I can tell you that now. Save you the grief. It's not going to spawn where you want it to. You'll have to go into the editor and you'll have to move it. And it's better to have it pause, and it won't mess up your log triggers and stuff, but you can just reset it if it does. Hey, just remember, if you press T to use the automatic trigger, you got to press T again if you want to stop using it, and then reset, or it'll continually just do the automatic thing. So oh yeah, you know what too? I got these textures switched to damn PBR, and they don't work great on ground for models. They look good on the terrain, but they don't look good on models. Like, well, I don't have it set up good. Let's just put it that way. It works fine. I did a crap job. Let's see, I got the trigger somewhere in the road, I guess. Alright, now the trigger is like on the bridge. But this is what I was talking about. You kind of just bring up the terrain. If you don't like that hill, you can just bring up the terrain to, you can make whatever hill you want. You can modify the hill, basically make stairs if you want to, it doesn't matter. You do something like this if you wanted to. See, now this trigger don't work too good on that bridge. It's just like in the bridge and or on the bridge. But either way, you see how I redid the ground? I'll just make it automatically go, and you'll see the logs follow the terrain. That'd be a bad day for somebody. Terribly bad day. And like I said, if you want the thing to quit automatically doing that, you just hit T again and reset it, and it'll stop. So that's how you set it up. Any questions, let me know.